In this video, I want to answer the question, can I be hypnotized? So this is a question that tends to come up quite a lot. And one of the reasons why it comes up is because many people look at hypnosis or have been exposed to hypnosis through the movies that they might have watched or certain media that they might have come across. Maybe you've come across someone like Keith Barry or Darren Brown, and these guys are fantastic, incredible entertainers, but sometimes they can give a skewed idea of what hypnosis actually is. And in a more negative way, they can sometimes put people off hypnosis, where they think that hypnosis might be mind control. Now, I just want to dispel this idea. Hypnosis is not mind control. You cannot make somebody do something that they don't want to do. However, hypnosis is a powerful tool for helping to influence, to move somebody towards something that they do want to do. So in answer to the question, can you be hypnotized? I would say that nearly 90% of the population can in fact be hypnotized. The people who tend to struggle to be hypnotized are people who are on the autistic spectrum, or other people that might have some learning difficulties where they can't really focus for any much length of time, basically. But most people can be hypnotized. But then you have to go, well, what does it mean to be hypnotized? Because sometimes if you look at Darren Brown or if you look at Keith Barry, you see people that look like they're asleep or that they're having their mind controlled. And you're thinking, oh, that's hypnosis. But that's an entertainment side of hypnosis. So really what I'd like to do here is just to explain some natural ways that we all go into hypnosis throughout the day. Sometimes, or many times in fact, without even knowing that we are. And the most common one is probably driving a car. So we've all had that experience from time to time when you're driving a particular route, maybe one that you've done many times, and you get to where you're going and you think to yourself, how did I get here? So this is a very common experience that happens where our unconscious mind has driven that road so many times that when we're driving, we can kind of effectively think about everything else other than what we're actually doing, which is driving the car. So this is an experience people call highway hypnosis, and it's super common. It's happened to the majority of people that I speak to. And it really is one of those kind of natural ways where our unconscious mind takes over when it's safe to do so and drives a 1 or 2 ton vehicle down a particular route that we've done many times before. And it's only when we get to where we're going that we think, oh my God, how did I get here? So that's a really, really common way in which we naturally go into hypnosis. Now we can look at some other ways as well. Many people, when they play sports, they get so absorbed in whatever they're doing that they kind of become the activity itself. This has been described as a kind of a flow state where people become so externally focused on it that the whole idea of time just kind of seems to fade away, and they kind of move into this very kind of focused state of being. And this could be another way to describe hypnosis. It's a very positive state of hypnosis that people go into, a very focused state of mind that allows them to do some particular activity very, very well. So this is another example of when we go into a kind of an altered state of mind that allows us to perform something in a very effortless way. So hypnosis, as you can see, is quite a natural kind of phenomenon that happens. And it's not something that we would really recognize as such unless it's kind of described to us in that way. So it is a very common thing for us to go into hypnosis. And many times the way I would hypnotize somebody is to find out what is your way of going into hypnosis. Some people, when they're walking in a very peaceful place in nature, will naturally go into a kind of a relaxing, altered, slightly hypnotic state. Some people, when they're doing an activity that they love, will naturally go into a altered state. So there's always different ways in which we go into this state of mind. And one of the ways in which I find the most useful to help people to go into hypnosis is by finding out what is your way of going in. Because we all have our own ways of going into this kind of altered state of mind. And when we can utilize your particular way, it just means that it will be an effortless way for you to go into that state of hypnosis. So I hope this kind of describes to you, and I hope you get an understanding from this, that everybody can pretty much be hypnotized except for people that are on the autistic spectrum. Not all people, because I've worked with people on the autistic spectrum who have gotten benefit from hypnosis. Also, people with learning difficulties can struggle to be hypnotized. But everyone else, we all have that ability, and we all have our own unique ways of doing that. So I hope this gives you an understanding of what hypnosis is, and most importantly, that you can in fact be hypnotized, because you are already going into various different types of hypnotic states already.